Ooh, girl, I snuck up on ya. Snuck up on ya. I know I've missed the last 2 weeks, but I was working a really crazy schedule, so here we are. Hey guys, it's Wahima, but just call me Wah. Melanated! Welcome to another episode of Morning Tea. This is episode 128, girl. It's been 128 Morning Tea episodes. Thank you for everybody who is joining. Lynn J, you are a trooper, and I love you so much for always coming in and being present, even when I don't communicate what I'm doing. Hey, Tabitha. Hey, girl. Hey. She is drinking a gallon of water a day. I've been doing this for the last not 3 weeks. Not last week, but the 2 weeks before that I did it. I'm still waiting to see what the advantages are. I mean, I don't feel any different because I don't drink sodas or pops if you're from the Midwest. I don't drink a lot of sugary drinks in general. So I mainly drink water and tea. Also, I'm doing Daily Harvest, which is like an Instagram brand. I don't know if you guys have seen that on Instagram. I'm not impressed with it at all, but I bought it, so I got to do it. Everyone's coming into the room and saying, what's up? Hey, Hot Cocoa Bang Bang. Thank you so much, Lynn J. I love you too. Cloud's Child. Hi, Wah, question mark. Hello. I've never seen you before, Cloud's Child. Hello. Pierre. Hey, I know you got to go to work soon, so thank you for joining me so much. I'm just trying to drink 12 ounces a day, and that's a struggle. Hot cocoa. All right. Hey, everybody. You guys, I posted a video about Game of Thrones. So if you guys are interested in my review for Game of Thrones, it's already up on my YouTube channel. Right now, my HEA, my Happily Ever After 90 Day Fiancé Season 1, it is color correcting. So my computer's going to literally blow up. I'm going live and I'm color correcting at the same time. So who knows what's going to happen. My goal was to get the video out today, but I don't think I'm going to have enough time. It takes me like 5 hours to edit 90 Day Fiancé videos. So I don't have 5 hours before I have to go to work. So I needed to go live for you guys today. It would have been so dope to start off the month with 3 videos in one day, but she's not going to be able to do it. I'm so glad you guys loved the Game of Thrones recap. Thank you. I loved doing it. It was so much fun. It took me a while to edit it because I had to rewatch the episode so that I could give a good recap. And 90 Day Fiancé comes on Sundays too. So it's going to be a little bit of a struggle, but I want to thank you guys for all being here, showing up. With me and whatnot. Yeah, the harvest smoothie. I don't want to do like an isolated video on it because I really don't just like it enough to like spend time to do an isolated video about it and then be negative about a company that I didn't put my heart and soul in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like to put out that kind of negativity. So the only way I would do something is if they had sponsored the video and then I would give my honest opinion. But nobody is paying me to do this video. Probably only 500 people are going to watch it, so it is not worth doing a review. So here's my mini review on it right now. I guess I should change the title of this to reflect that I'm going to talk about this. So I paid for a week, and I supposedly got 2 of these for free. So my total was $143, which is a lot of money for only 1 week's worth of food. And this is not enough. It was 24 cups. It's not enough for me. The shakes aren't filling. In fact, no smoothie shake is ever filling for me as a meal replacement, ever. Anytime I ever tried to meal replace, it's just never filling. Like, I'm hungry 2 hours later, and that defeats the whole purpose, in my opinion. So I'm finishing off. I think I've had them for 2 weeks now. Maybe almost 2 weeks. I got them on a Wednesday. So I don't know if today is a week or 2 weeks. I think today is 2 weeks. And so I made it stretch because, like I said, it wasn't filling. So I wasn't eating it for every single meal. This is not my breakfast. This is like, I'm hungry now because I should be eating lunch, but I can't because I got videos to edit and lives to do. And yeah, I paid my own money, girl. And it's not that amazing. The pictures make it seem like it's real fruit like popping out, but really what it is just like cut up frozen fruit and frozen veggies in here, and you mix it, and you have to have a dope ass blender in order to get it popping. So I had to buy a blender because our blender was whack, and I knew it wasn't going to chop it up fine enough for me to for me to consume it. So I'm doing that. I have to have a wider straw because it's a little thick. This one is the chai coconut smoothie, and in it is coconut, zucchini, cauliflower, dates, black pepper, hemp protein, MCT oil, chai spice, and vanilla. I mean, it's fine. It's a little too, I wish it were smoother, but that's my blender, you know. It's fine. It's just not like, so delicious and so filling. Like, I don't like to feel starved. And like, even the other sides you get, which they have harvest bowls and chia seed. I had a chia seed bowl for breakfast today. I warmed it up and it was okay. I was able to get it down. But like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's cool. It's not worth $143 is what it isn't. It isn't worth that. It's worth like $80. No, not even that. Yeah, you don't taste the cauliflower because the other flavors are in there. So it's really good. Oh, Chris is here. Hi, Chris. I haven't seen Chris in so long. She's in New York right now. How's New York? How was the flight? I hope you're well. Hey, Kimberly. All right, everybody. So yeah, I mean, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Don't do it unless you have money to waste. Not waste, but unless you have money to spend, like if you have a lot of like disposable income, you don't have no kids, and you're really trying to lose weight, and this is going to help you do that, then I would say it's okay. But all those three things need to be in effect. Like, I just don't have the money to spend for this. And also, the weird thing is that there's no real way to like cancel. Like, once you put your credit card information, there's no way to pull it out or cancel it. You have to put your account on pause. And even finding how to put it on pause is not the easiest thing. You have to like search around for it. So it was like weird. It was like they were just ready to recharge me if I didn't find how to put it on pause. And if they find me and charge me, girl, I'm putting stop payments because that's ridiculous. You should be able to opt out. You should be able to cancel and they should be like, bye-bye. You should be able to delete your information. Like, it's just too much. It's too much. Okay. So this was Daily Harvest. Again, don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it unless you have a lot of disposable income. And then I have this from Amazon, and it's not quite, it's 12 ounces shy of a gallon, but I pour the gallon in here and then I drink the 12 ounces that are left in the gallon bottle. And then I take this with me on my day. And this is fun because it has like 7 a.m., 9 a.m., 11 a.m. and like gives you motivational things on the way. I don't wake up at 7 a.m., girl, so we're behind. All right, so the last 3 weeks, I was on a special project at my job, so I was working 9 to 5, and now I'm back to my regular shift, which is Sunday through Thursday in the evening, as opposed to Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. So that is where we are at, and that's why it was so hard for me to get these videos up, and that's why, you know, girl, it was like, thank God there was no 90 Day Fiancé going on, because I don't know what I would have done. Okie dokie. So you guys, if y'all are interested in the Indian guy, remember we talked about the Indian guy for a little bit, and I didn't give you too much information about it, but if you guys want to know about him, I did a podcast with Kutsi, who I absolutely love. I met him at VidCon 2 years ago, and him and his friend Tiffany have this podcast called Love in Limbo Land, and it's about dating for millennials in LA, and I guess wherever, but I was on the podcast and I talked about him on the podcast. So if you guys want some deets of how I feel about being super single and what I'm going through right now, then please go ahead and check that out. I should have it below at some point. Maybe I'll add it. But look up Love in Limbo Land and Apple Podcasts and you'll find it. And my episode is the latest episode. It came out on Tuesday and my name is in the title of it. Can I find, girl, it would be a lot for me to try to figure it out. And I'm not trying to drop all the things that I've got going on because, you know, I'm color correcting right now. What else? I've missed you guys. That's that. So thank you so much for being here. You guys, I haven't seen Chris since the beginning of March. Like, that's how busy and crazy it's been. Like, I literally have not seen her since the beginning of March. It is now the beginning of May. Chris, I haven't seen you in 2 months. Okay. So let's just get started. We are 9 minutes in. Thank you guys for doing that. Oh yeah, Jesse, look for it. Love in Limbo Land. I'm in California. Okay, so let's get started with John Singleton, you guys. So John Singleton passed away. He had a stroke. He was sent to Cedar-Sinai a couple of days ago, and then there was rumors that he had passed, and it was like, no, he's still on life support, but he passed. And it's just so sad because he was only 51 years old, and he gave us a lot of our beloved 90s movies that we loved, and he was the youngest African-American to be nominated for an Academy Award, and that was for Boys in the Hood in 1991. I have to watch Boys in the Hood again because, like, when I watched it the first 2 times, it didn't really like affect, it didn't sink in because I don't think I understood what was going on. So I'm going to watch it again. But here are the other movies he did was Poetic Justice. Girl, I love me some Poetic Justice, girl. You want to smell my punani? Girl, let me some Poetic Justice. Okay, so he did Baby Boy. He did Higher Learning, which, like, girl, Higher Learning. Girl, I loved Higher Learning. He did Four Brothers. He did Shaft in 2000, but we won't talk about that. He did Hustle and Flow. Loved that. Girl, he did Rosewood. Okay? The man brought us Rosewood. Rosewood, like, affected me. Like, girl, I feel like I couldn't go to school for a whole week. I was mad at all of them. Like, all of them and all their descendants. Like, I was just like, I don't, child. You seen Rosewood? Who's seen Rosewood? Give me give me like a whatever, a hand emoji in the comment section if you've seen Rosewood. And you had to, like, you know, call out black. As Evelyn would say. Oh shit, girl, it was hard. It was hard on the pimp. So yeah, my good vibes and prayers go out to the family of John Singleton. We lost a good one, and it really is quite heartbreaking. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is Elizabeth Warren. Apparently, Elizabeth Warren is saying that she's going to do more to make sure that Black women are taken better care of in hospitals. And what I have to say about that is, like, how, sis? How? How are you going to affect a whole culture change in the way people view Black women? So I don't know if you guys know this, but it is kind of, I don't know who did the survey or how they found this out, but it came out last year that generally doctors and nurses don't believe the pain of Black women when they say they're in pain. Like, there is this, not non-empathy or non-empathetic, but there is this, like, they don't believe that we are as in much pain as we say we are in. And whereas they will believe, like, maybe our white counterparts or Asian counterparts more so about their pain than Black women. And a shining example of that, and an example of that I think catches a lot of attention because of how much money this person has and how much influence this person has, is Serena Williams. So when she had her baby and she told them that something was wrong with her, that she felt like it was symptomatic of when she had a blood clot that almost took her life a few years earlier, the doctors were telling her no, and that she was fine and that she'd feel better later. But she insisted on having them do a check on her. And it turns out that she did have a blood clot and potentially could have died days later. And they did not believe her. So it's like, that's why she's an example of it, because she's a celebrity, right? So you would think that celebrities get better treatment. And if as a celebrity, she is still being not denied treatment, but if she is still not being heard and listened to as a patient, then it's a bigger issue. And especially for those women who aren't celebrities, you know? So I don't even know. Oh girl, Cloud's child says that she's experienced that she was about to die and they left her on the stretcher in the hospital hallway. Girl, I don't know if I experienced that, like, I've experienced something like that, but I didn't feel at the time that it had anything to do with my race. It was, I get really bad migraines, and I had a migraine on the football day, the big football day of the year, a couple years ago, and I was in New York City, and I took a train and 2 buses, girl, to get to the hospital that was closest to me. And I got there, and I was I was in so much pain. And I said, I have a really bad migraine. I just need something to take care of it. And nobody was denying of my pain or whatever. It wasn't like that at all. But I was in the hallway in a stretcher for a long time. So they took my blood pressure. And when they saw how high my blood pressure was, they were like, "Oh my God, you are in a lot of pain." And I was like, "Yeah, that's what I said." That is what I said. So now I know that if I tell somebody that I'm in pain, that I'm going to ask them to take my blood pressure so that they will believe that. and pay attention to that. And girl, I was definitely in the hall. I was in and out of consciousness because they gave me some medication, and I was just in that hallway on a stretcher, girl. They were like, we can't put you in a room because it's not that big of an issue, but we see that you were in a lot of pain. So I was on an IV drip by myself. And then I went into the hospital. It was daytime. I came out, it was night. I don't know how long I was there. But I just spent the time in the hallway. So it, you know, and I didn't feel any way about it at the time, but I'm like, wow, like, you know, if they had just been like, oh, here's some Advil or here's some Imitrex, go about your day, that would have been terrible. But they took my blood pressure, and the nurse was like, wow, you are, oh my God. Like as soon as they did my blood pressure, she was like, get her on a stretcher, get her the medication. It was like everybody scrambled because you were just like, I guess my blood pressure was that high, girl. Okay, hi, Monica X. Oh, Kimberly, you experienced the same thing. I had symptoms of a brain tumor for years, and my doctor wouldn't listen to me, and they celebrated my birthday in Vegas and listened to my, oh, gosh. Girl, I'm glad they found it. Ugh, that's terrible. Whew. So let's move on to the next thing that we are going to talk about. I don't know how Elizabeth Warren is going to do that. You have to change a whole culture, you know, and it's hard because people, I don't think, are consciously doing it. I think it's just subconsciously because we're seen at like the bottom of the totem pole. All right, so Game of Thrones came out. We talked about it briefly. Arya's that bitch. I'm sorry, if you didn't watch it by now, like, maybe I won't spoil it for you because it's that good. But like, I just be so like annoyed with people who were like, don't spoil it. I'm like, it came on so long ago. Like day 1, day 2, okay, we don't spoil. But day 3 and 4, girl, you've not been on social media this whole time. Bye, Pierre. Thank you so much for joining us. I should do morning teas earlier, but you know, we are where we are right now because I want Pierre to stay. But thank you guys so much. So speaking of spoilers, we have we have Avengers. Girl, did you see the Avengers? It's been out for more than 2 days, so you should have saw the Avengers by now, but I get it. It's a time commitment. If you got kids, girl, you might not have been able to see it, or you might have used that opportunity to take a little nap while your kids watched it, and you took a nappy poo in the theater because it was an appropriate time if you're tired for that 3-hour movie. But it was so good. It was so good. There were some slow moments where they were doing character development, and those moments you can go to the bathroom if you want to. But it was just really good. I wasn't disappointed. And people are always going to poke holes and stuff, especially if you read the books, or the comics. You might feel some type of way. But I didn't feel any kind of way. It was great. I would say that you really do have to watch a lot of the movies. You don't have to watch any of the Hulk movies because really his movies don't inform anything. But I would say you have to like kind of be caught up to really understand what's going on. I didn't watch Ant-Man and the Wasp, which was the second Ant-Man movie, and I was a little lost at certain parts. And then I went back and watched it, and I was like, oh. So part of me wants to watch it all over again so that I can be like, yep, I know what's going on. I'm with you. I understand it. You know, also part of me wants to watch Ant-Man 1 so that I can really, not Ant-Man, I think I need to watch Infinity War again or something, I don't know. But anyway, so this dude at Domino's is being charged because he punched out his coworker because his coworker started talking spoilers. And I'm just like, at some point you just take it too far. Like, I know it sucks when somebody spoils something for you, but like, you really got to fight them? You gonna lose your job? Like, it's so weird. It's so weird. If you guys haven't seen it, I'm not going to talk about it, but Tabitha is saying some interesting things in the comment section right here. It wasn't important, Shani. It just informed a certain part of it. And so I was I don't like to be lost in things. Even though like Game of Thrones, sometimes I'm just like, do they know each other? Like, who's this person? I forget what they do. But like in the Avengers, I didn't want to be lost because I've watched all of them except for Ant-Man and the Wasp. So it was weird that one that I didn't see kind of was like, damn it, I didn't see that. Man, I should have watched it. But everything else I had seen. So could you imagine losing your job because of Avengers spoilers? That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. Why would you lose your job over Avengers spoilers? Like, girl, just take that L. It don't make no sense. All right. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is Kanye West has now expanded his resume and he has moved into show running. He is going to have a show apparently on Showtime called Omniverse, and Jaden Smith is going to be playing a young version of him. Jaden Smith is going to be playing like the Kanye we all knew and loved, you know? And part of me is like, okay, I don't think Jaden Smith is that good of an actor. Like, I hate to say it because I love the Smiths. I love them all. I love the Black Dynasty and the family. I just love it. But like, I don't think he's a good actor. Also, Jaden Smith came out a couple of weeks ago or last year or something, and nobody's talking about it, which is fine. I think that's great. We're in a place where it's like we've normalized it and it's not a big deal. And but I'm just like, I wanted to like say that because I'm like, it's important that he did come out. I think it's important that, I don't know if he is gay, but he's queer. I think he came out as queer. So like, I don't think he's a good actor though. I don't think he's a good actor. I mean, do I think that this entire show is going to be good? It could be. You know, I wish Kanye the best. I hope it is good. I'll watch it. I'll support it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to see people do well and do things. But I just like, what is it going to be about? Like, is it going to be a narcissistic tribute to himself of like how great he was? And then like the evolution of Kanye? Because we're not necessarily into the evolution of Kanye, are we? I'm not. There are 40 people in this room and 19 likes. If we can get some thumbs up, that would be awesome. Thank you guys, those silent people, those silent 40, or the silent whatever 40 minus 19 is. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Oh, some likes. Oop, 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 oop. Oh, okay. Thank you for the silent 20 who aren't commenting, who didn't like. I appreciate you being here. Okay, so the last thing that we are going to talk about, speaking of somebody coming out, there is a young man by the name of Nigel Shelby who took his life 2 weeks ago, and several celebrities, including Gabrielle Union and her husband, they paid for the funeral because this poor child was being bullied for being gay. And it just makes me sad that, like, not that this is still happening, because, you know, I feel like people are going to be people and they're going to do what they do. But like, it makes me so sad that queer Black people are being bullied and attacked. And usually it's by their own and from their own community. And are we still talking about this in 2018? And I feel so terrible for the LGBTQ community, the queer community, that they're still having to go through the things that they're having to go through. I mean, like, Black women are still going through it too, but like, I'm just like, oh, like people are killing themselves. People are dying. Like, let us live. Like, let them live. Like, let them live. Like, why? I don't know what to say. It just makes me sad. It just makes me really sad. And the only thing I can do is protect mine and protect the people that I love, that are in my life, that are in my sphere, that are not under my control, but that are in my wheelhouse to help and protect. It's something that I like to do at work. I like to make sure that our queer community at work feels safe and appreciated and honored, and, you know, and like not belittled and put down. And I just, it's like when you're being judged for a way that you're born, or it just is so dumb. It's just so frustrating. And I just think, like, why? Why do we still have to do this? Why is it still this thing where how are you going to make fun of somebody for that? That's such a weird thing to make fun of somebody for, or bully somebody for. How does it even affect you? I don't get it. And so it just, you know, breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. All right, you guys. So that is the end of the topics that I have for morning tea today. Is there anything else we want to talk about? Anything you guys want to go in on? I want to talk about Game of Thrones all day, every day. I'm actually surprised that more people didn't die in Game of Thrones. I forgot to say this in my video. I'm happy that they didn't die. I'm like, there needs to be more. We're so used to people dying that the fact that, you know, Podrick is alive and the Hound is alive. I mean, we know why he's alive, but like, Sir Davos is still alive. Like, there are a lot of people that are still alive that I'm like, why? Maybe they're gonna die next time. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, not that they should, but you know, the Game of Thrones writers, they don't care. They will just let anybody go. They will let anybody go. So it just is weird that that they're not dying. More people didn't die. It was just a really stressful episode, but a great episode with a great payoff. And there's so many people who were hating on the ending of it and saying like, oh, there was a prediction that the prince was going to do something, and is Arya the prince? And I'm just like, girl, like, listen, let's just shine in the majesty of Arya, okay? I'll go ahead and accept that. Okay, girl. Yeah, I think maybe in the next battle they'll die. All right, it looks like Lynn J says the new Love After Lockup spinoff. Oh, girl, I'm excited for that too. I'm going to be so busy this year, okay? Let me tell you what's happening. So there is 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After, which is happening right now. And then there's 90 Day Fiancé What Now that's happening on the app. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys know I went in on Tariq and his whole outfit for What Now. So I feel like I should talk a little bit about that. There's also 90 Day Fiancé, The Pillow Talk, which is so hilarious. I have it frozen right now. I haven't finished watching it, but I love the fact that the cast or old cast members are talking about the new cast. I love it. I think it's going to be such a kiki. And so that's really fun. I'm not going to recap it though, because like, you know, you can't recap somebody reacting to a show. Like, that's dumb. I'm not going to do it. But then there's Love After Lockup spinoff. Then there's the regular Love After Lockup season 2 that's going to come back. And then there is 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. And then there's 90 Day the Other Way, where it's Americans who go live in the foreign country. They move there. And then we have the regular 90 Day Fiancé season. It's like whatever season regular, you know. I don't know, what, 6, 7? And it's going to have new couples. And so it's just this whole year is just going to be booked. Oh, and The Bachelorette, if I choose to do it. I don't know if The Bachelorette's going to be whack or not. But yeah, like, oh, and that is why, yeah, Tariq's brother, Dean, he's hilarious. And that's why I wanted to watch The Pillow Talk, because I think he's going to like offer, he was making fun of Jay's shirt. He's like, I hope you're not on that app with that shirt on. I was like, Dean comes out the gate swinging. You know, he is good TV. Oh, and the Family Day Chantel is getting their own spinoff. I'm gonna watch that too. This is getting on my nerves. This is like, it's like, it has like a grainy taste to it. It must be the cauliflower. And I can also kind of taste the black pepper. I'm almost done. Let me guzzle it down. I'm not for this new Bachelorette. Should I not do it? I might not do it because it's the one thing that I'm not super into and it doesn't get that many views. And so like it has to be either I need to be super into it in order to not get a lot of views, or it has to get a lot of views. Like, because it takes me so long to edit the video that it isn't worth it. Like Game of Thrones took me 2 days to edit. And it doesn't even have like 1,000 views on it. And that's fine because I fucking love it. Like, I don't care. But I'm not going to do The Bachelorette if it's whack and nobody's watching it. You know what I'm saying? I could watch it and not recap it, but girl, I don't really even like the show. Andrea and Lamar are going to be back for Love After Lockup. Oh, God. Andrea is the absolute worst, but I'm here for all of the tea. I'm here for all the drama. Yeah, Tariq's fashion is stuck in the 90s. Like, it's like literally, I called him the R&B lumberjack. Like, you know, the R&B lumberjack. I was making fun of him. His outfits were so ridiculous. Go to my Instagram. I have a whole video where I'm just literally, he is wearing the most ridiculous. Oh my God, Trisha Paytas. If you guys don't know who Trisha Paytas is, look her up. She is trolling the shit out of the world. Look at her in these braids. Girl, I'm sure everybody's gonna, she has a wig on, I'm sure. I'm sure everyone's gonna be like, you're culturally appropriating. Who cares? She looked good. She got some wispy hair coming out of it. Is she trying to do like a Daenerys situation? Oh, she is going for it. I'm gonna like it because I don't even care. People be so like, you know, she can't have braids. Let this woman have braids. Let this woman have braids. Anyways, where's the Tariq picture? I wanted to tag him so bad, but I was like, I'm not gonna tag him. He's giving us Detroit Hustler. He's giving us, hey man, come over here. You smell real good. Need some new cologne? What kind of cologne you wear? I bet I got it in my trunk. 50% off. Tariq is serving ram skin and rabbit fur. You can't tell me shit. He's literally wearing like a lambskin leather jacket with, I'm assuming, a rabbit fur collar, and then that dumbass hat. What is Tariq wearing? What is happening? What's this one? Oh, this is hilarious. That's so funny. Tell me something, pretty lady. What your feet smell like? Tell me something, pretty lady. What your feet smell like? Lady Peaches. He's so ridiculous. Okay, anyways, that's me making fun of them. All right, you guys, we're at 30 minutes. That's it for morning tea. Not to drag it on. I want to thank those of you for joining me in this episode. I will be doing this, like I said, every Wednesday at noon. I will let you guys know if I'm not going to be doing it. If you have any suggestions of what I should talk about in morning tea, please email me at justcallmewa@gmail.com. Or you can, leave a comment on an Instagram picture that I post, and I will definitely write it down. I always need help with knowing what to talk about. And that's good. Yeah, Jaleesa, you are late, and I'm so sorry about it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Check out my podcast. Not my podcast. Check out the podcast that I was on, Love in Limbo Land. I will put it somewhere, girl. How can I get it from my phone to the computer? I have so much issues. Like sometimes I'll just be like, how do I move files around? For somebody who does YouTube, I know the least about computers and technology. But yeah. All right, 52 people in this room, 34 likes. If I can get some likes, and then that's it. I'm gonna go. Thanks, you guys. Remember to be you, be true, and find your place. Bye. Also, I have merch down below, so check that out. Bye, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining. Lynn J, I'll see you next week. Jessie Lee, you guys are awesome. Have a fantastic day, you guys. Bye.